Hi, Pat in the cockpit. We're going to see if this is live or not. I might have made it private. We're in Tallahasse, Florida. Not sure if we're broadcasting live or not. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, I am live. Okay. Again, Pat in the cockpit, Tallahasse, Florida. We're going to go up to Charleston, West Virginia. It's a 2-hour block flight, about an hour and 15-minute airtime. So hop on aboard. We're in it is the 19th of June. Happy Juneteenth. It's 7 minutes after 1 in the afternoon, 20:08 Zulu time. Let me get some things ready here. Looks like the chat should pop up here any second. Wasn't sure if I was live or not. Okay. Let me get a couple things ready. We've got battery power on in the plane. We just flicked the battery power on. And double, triple check we've got and I got chat. Hey, SRQ Aviation. Everything sounds good. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for the heads up. And let's go right to the checklist. Okay, originator portion of the flight, dispatch and load sheet. We've done our sim brief. We sent it to VATSIM. We've started our ACARs. Let's print the dispatch sheet out real quick. So we're going to go into X-Plane, plugins, and hit the printer. And that's going to print out right here our OFP information that we need in the cockpit printer for the FMC. We're also going to print out our VPT, a virtual performance tool, calculations for takeoff. That's all taken care of. So we have all that information that we need printed right there. Use a XML format in SimBrief Downloader to make this file, so it prints out all the information, including the weather for the departure, arrival, and alternate, plus all the performance data and all the information it needs going to FMC. So that's done. Back to the checklist. DC voltmeter is in battery, and we got 23 volts and -8 amps. DC switches are shut. Standby is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are excuse me. Alternate flaps are closed. Fuel pumps are off. Wipers are parked. Hydraulics are, electrics are off. Landing gear lever is down. Weather radar is in test. Fire warning. So we'll do the fault in up, and that clears, and then we'll do the fire warning, and that clears. Okay. Ground power connect. So let's go into our electronic flight bag here. Ground services, ground power unit, and connected. And let's confirm ground power, and that's confirmed. Bleed panel. We're using the APU, so we'll need our APU bleeds on. We'll shut the engines off. Isolation valve to open. Electrical panel. Galley is on. IRSs, so we'll put our position in. And we're at Kilo Tango Lima Hotel at gate Golf 7, and we'll go get the GPS coordinates and turn on the IRSs. And they take about 8 minutes to spin up. We have a display up here in the IRS that says 6 minutes left. Okay. Hey, Chuck, CEO. Yeah, the flight movie today is going to be Miracle on the Hudson, and today's going to be meatball sandwiches. IRS's emergency lights are armed and guarded. Air conditioning is on and trim air is on. CDU enter present position is entered. Flaps are up and confirmed. Parking brake is engaged, and exterior lights. And I'm going to come in here to electronic flight bag, airside services, install, load my OFP, and activate it. And that should start my fuel and loading up everything. Okay, now we're going to go to the FMC and load up some stuff in the FMC. We're going to go to route and request the route. It's brought straight in from SimBrief. And I guess I should contact Tallahasse and get clearance. Jack Center, American 1 at Tallahasse, IFR to Charleston. We have the weather on board.
Tycho, Titusville for Juliet Alpha. November 8 Juliet Alpha, which runway would you like to Titusville? Flightdeck Solutions FDS, and I'll get back to you on that for November 788 Juliet Alpha. Roger. Who else was calling?
American 1 IFR to Charleston. We have the weather on board. We're in Tallahasse.
Thank you. And American 1 Center request standby.
Standby. Okay.
Jack Center, JetBlue 6109 on the ILS 19 left at the
Sully.
Aircraft going to Tampa. We don't control Tampa radar system terminated.
Okay, let's request.
Very well. Next flight.
Oh, let's load it.
Have a great day. See, sir. Delta 4356 taxiing via Charlie to Bravo 1 back with you, sir.
Activate it. Execute it. Performance initialization. Request a performance initialization.
RNAV Villains, clear to take off. Delta 4356.
Is the volume on the
American 1 got your clearance by ready copy.
Ready copy, American 1.
American 1 clear to the Kilo Charlie Romeo Whiskey Airport via radar vector Seminole, then as filed. 18-3000, expect flight level 35010 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 6204.
American 1's cleared to Charleston via the radar vector Seminole, then is filed. Maintain 3000, expect 3510 minutes after. Departure frequencies with you, squawking 6204.
American 1, read that correct. Expect runway 27 for departure, advisor.
27 will advise on taxi, American 1. Okay. Okay, we got our clearance. Okay, so we're going to load our performance information. And the only thing we need to put in there right now is the reserves, 2.2 thousand. And I'm waiting for the fuel to finish loading. Today we're looking for 15,318 pounds, which includes reserves, alternates, holds, a little extra for the company. Let's go in here, index, take off. A couple things here.
November 8 Juliet Alpha, enter left downwind runway 18. Alright, we'll enter the left downwind for runway 18 for November 78 Juliet Alpha. And 8 Juliet Alpha, runway 18, clears the option. Runway 18 clears the option, November 788 Juliet Alpha. Delta 4356, radar contact altitude. Delta 4356, 1000 for 5000. Delta 4356, climb 1816.
Let's get the weather, guys.
Correction cleared Medusa.
Go to menu, DC link, here, request, weather, KTLH, send. Okay, at 1953 Zulu.
Delta 456, Jack Center, winds 26016, gusting 25, RNAV Villains, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Winds are 0 at 0. Visibility is 10, scattered at 400.
Radar services terminated, frequency change approved, your leaving my airspace in
At
the west.
4,000 with CB. We get thunderstorms, it looks like. Temperature 26, dew is 22, altimeter is 3010. I could have gotten that right off my sheet also. So we're still fueling.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 1720, holding short Bravo 1 at Orlando. Delta 1720, Jack Center, runway 18 left, line up and wait. Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Delta 1720.
Oh, Ryder Center, welcome. I'm flying out on Southwest next week out of going to Expo. Be flying Phoenix to Midway to Providence, coming back on Sunday. Providence to Denver, Denver to Phoenix. And welcome, Robert from Norway. Hello. I just flew into Oslo the other day. Okay, fuel's good. Let's confirm. I'm gonna set this ATC off. Thanks for the report that the volume is good. Okay, so fuel's good, 15.3. Reserves are good. Cost index is good. Flight altitude's 350. We got the winds. We got the outside temperature. Let's go to N1 limits. We're gonna do assumed temperature and derate. So assumed temperature is gonna be 37 degrees C, based on being able a derate of 22,000. So what we're doing is reducing the thrust on the engines using an assumed temperature to fake the engines out that it's hotter, and then we're using an actual derate on the engines at 22,000. We want to have as little thrust as necessary to get off the ground, V2 with one engine, and still stop at V1 cut and have enough runway left to stop the plane with just brakes and no thrust reversers. So we've calculated that, and we'll go to takeoff page, and we're going to flaps 1 today, and center of gravity is going to be 22. And we're going to page 2, and we'll go to our ForeFlight, and we're going to look at ForeFlight's telling us this runway 27 has a slope of what's the slope? Slope is 0.15, so we're going to put in 00.2 slash the heading, which is 274. We'll put that in, and the runway winds are 0 at 0. So we're taking off at 27. I'm going to give it a 090 at 1. Just a little margin there. Okay, we're all set there. It's a dry conditions. The temperature looks good. The select temperature looks good. Go back to page 1. And we're not going to use the KCRW. We're going to use what's given to us by Virtual Performance Tool. And they're saying V1 is 132. And rotate is 140. That's within 1 knot. And V2 is 145. And our trim today is going to be 5.5, and we'll do our when we set our trim, we can set it up here or down in the units down on the throttle quadrant. We're going to do our stab trim main electric cutoff test. So 5.5, and that shut off. That's good, and that's confirmed. Okay, let's go into I'm going to put the Seminole up to the top and put the VOR in for Seminole, which is 117.5. That's our radar vector. Departure. Put that in and make sure I've got it picked up. Not picking it up right now. Probably too far away on the ground. Yeah, not picking it up. So we're going to take off and make a right turn on radar vectors to Seminole, Wagum, DHP, Niels, and we're coming in on runway 23. So we'll just go ahead and put our ILS Zulu for 23. And we might want to look at that RNAV. Let's look at that RNAV and see what that looks like. Approach. RNAV Zulu 23 at Scrib. That's a pretty looking approach. That's a nice little quick turn in. I like that. We're going to put that in for fun. That's got a RNAV Zulu 23 at Scrib. Execute legs, and let's step through this and make sure. So we got we're going to bring Scrib up, clear the discontinuity, disco, and let's step through it and see what she looks like. Go to leg plan, and we'll just step through the legs. Going north, hit Scribs, and you can see that nice little 10-mile turn in, nice big U-turn. That'll be a fun little approach. Okay, we're all set there. So we got our 145, we'll set that in there for the V2. And heading is 27-ish, 275 I think it was. We'll line up with that, 274. And he gave us an initial altitude of 3,000, that's dialed in. We'll engage captain's side, VNAV, LNAV. Actually, we're doing heading select, not VNAV. Okay, let's do the let's do the overheads. Aft overhead, service intercom, EECs are good, reversers are off, flight recorder, Mach speed warnings, stall warning test. That's good, and we do have a real shaker in this plane, and it does shake. And we got passenger oxygen is normal and guarded. Passenger crew oxygen is good and sufficient. 3 greens. PSAU is off. We'll do our flow test. And we'll do AFSD, 3 amber, 2 red and amber, light test. Let's see, we got the pedestal, fire control panel. The MIP looks good. Glare shield looks good. Aft overhead and forward overhead all look good. N1 set to auto, speed ref set to auto, fuel flow reset, RTO, flaps down, speed brake down, reversers down, thrust configuration on the right side, then the left side. We've already done our stab trim. Let's go ahead and do our squibs. They look good. Cargo fire test. That looks good. We'll do our 6204 on the in the box, and we'll do our transponder test.
Adjust vertical speed.
Lock
Adjust.
the door.
Climb.
Zero our
Climb.
rudders
Climb.
and our
Climb.
ailerons.
Climb. Crossing.
All
Climb.
good there.
Climb.
Do
Crossing.
forward overhead.
Climb.
Yaw damper on, standby's all
Clear
closed,
of
navs are good,
conflict.
displays are good,
Descend.
cross feed,
Descend.
turn the pumps
Descend.
on, center
Crossing.
pumps are not
Descend.
needed.
Descend.
That's
Crossing.
all good.
Descend.
Equipment
Descend.
cooling's
Descend
normal.
Now. Descend. Descend.
Emergency you've already
now.
checked.
Increase. Climb.
We'll do window heat
Increase.
test,
Climb.
probe heat
Increase
test,
descent.
set those on,
Increase descent.
forward
Maintain
entry,
vertical
and
speed.
crap.
Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test.
We're having a
Pass.
passenger problem again. Boarding, okay. Wait for those packs to board. I don't know why it takes. Okay, it should be boarded now. Pax boarding. Okay, where were we? Forward entries opened. Cargo's been loaded and doors are shut. Research are on. Wing overheat body test is good. Packs are auto. Isolation valves auto. Engine bleeds are on. And we got 35,000. And landing altitude is. We've already got our navgraph charts loaded. And let's go to the chart. And we're looking at 950 feet altitude for pressurization purposes. That's good. Outflow valve, alternate good, manual good. Okay, we're all set there. Let's go down our checklist. Nose wheel steering is normal and guarded. Clocks are set. Standby gauges are good. We need a 3010 on the altimeter.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
There we go, 3010, and we'll do the standby also. That's good. Let's check the script here. Does the oxygen tank in the cockpit work? Absolutely, everything works. Manuel de Groot, hello, welcome from, I think you said the Netherlands? How much did this setup cost? I don't know, my wife bought it for me. I have to ask her. Okay, rudder trim, stabilized overrides, stab trim override is normal. G, ground proximity warning test. I don't think I did that.
Flight slow.
All good there. So we're gonna fire up that APU,
Wind shear.
and we're gonna check
Wind
our
shear.
zero fuel weight.
In sink rate.
Oops.
Sink rate.
Performance, zero fuel
Terrain.
weight off the sheet
Terrain.
is
Full stop.
correct. And
Don't
N1s
Don't sink. Too low.
are
Terrain.
supposed to
Too
be
low.
off the
Gear.
sheet.
Too low. Flat.
91, and
Terrain.
we're seeing
Flight
90.9, right on the money.
Bank angle.
Bank
angle.
Reduced
Approach
set
minimum.
is set.
Minimums.
V speeds are set.
2,500.
Let me confirm these.
500.
32, 40, 45 is good.
400.
Stab trim is confirmed at 5.5 units.
200.
That's confirmed.
100.
Fuel pumps as required.
40.
APU is
30.
online
20.
and activated. We're still
Wind
loading
shear.
packs,
Wind
guys.
shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain.
Voltmeter selected.
Ahead.
APU generator
Terrain
is online.
Terrain ahead.
Gate set
Full
for
up.
departure.
Obstacle. 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 Ahead. Pull up.
Okay. Is this a simulator? Tribal Orange. 8866, you tell me if it's full motion. You'll have to be able to tell me. It's a Boeing 737-800 made by Flightdeck Solutions. Okay, let me go ahead and request a tug. We still have 40% packs to load. I'm going to request a tug. Ground services, better pushback. I'm doing that from electronic flight bag. Request
Ground
pushback.
cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
So I have a server screen over here you guys can't see to run some of this stuff here. So now I don't know where I want to push to. I want to push back this way. No, I want to push back this way. Right there.
Ground cockpit, tow is driving up.
So you were asking about the cost. About the cost of two good bass boats. Oh, you in Canada? Sir Costa? Yep, they're up in Canada. That's Steve and Peter Cross. Peter and Steve. Let me go over here and get rid of that. we're still waiting for packs to load here. Shouldn't be much longer.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All good there. We don't need pushback permission. Put the Yep, they're from Newmarket. Absolutely are. You can go up there. They have a showroom. Unfortunately, you can't buy these from them anymore unless you're a college or a business or a flight school or have more money than you're supposed to. Back when I bought this, they were selling to enthusiasts. But
No connected and bypass been inserted. Release parking brake.
okay, packs are almost fully loaded. Here we go. We're going to shut the gate. When they started building these, it's been I don't know, 10, 15 years. These are the gold standard of flight sims. There's a lot of good flight sims out there. I mean, but before Flightdeck Solutions, there was no Flight Sim Center, CP Flight, Sysmo, Open Cockpits. They kind of were out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding doors
At
are
this
closed.
quality.
Flight attendants preparators for departure. Cross check for your price staff. Stand by for all call.
I got 12,000 hours on this plane in VATSIM in the air, and it's in great shape. Of course, you keep throwing money at it. Okay, so let's before pushback is complete. Doors are shut. Pushback time noted at 20:35 Zulu. Coming up, bleeds set, packs. Okay, start pressure if adequate. Confirm, and a collision light. Start sequence will be number 2, then number 1. Okay, and let me confirm there's nobody behind me. We got backup mirrors here. Okay. Here we go. And we're going to crank on.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Crank it on 1. And we're going to hold the starter solenoid until it gets to 3% on N2.
Make sure we know,
Let it crank up.
You know what that ride's going to be like before they get up. Also appreciate it if everyone...
Oh, Newfoundland. I got a buddy up in that neck of the woods in Newfoundland, Mike Tchaikovsky. Where the heck is he? I'll have to look. He's got a full sim too. Actually, he's got a half sim. He's got a sim that comes over to here. And we're up to max motor, and we're going to lift the fuel valve on number 2 and confirm that we have fuel flow and light off. And just keep my finger on the fuel valve here just in case we have a hot start or something bad. I usually watch the vibes and the temps. And once the vibes start to come down, we've passed the critical. Okay, and it kicked out. That's good. So I'm going to isolate and ventilate, close isolation, open up the pack, start number 1. And
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
hey Jones, 340.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So to answer your question, I'm X-Plane. Does this hardware work with Microsoft FS? Yes, it does. Using a program called DIMM, D-I-M-M. It's a free software that lets you set up all the switches and enunciators to work with Microsoft 2020. You can also, this hardware doesn't work with ProSim, but if you had a different type of sim, like the one my buddy in Mississippi has, he uses ProSim. But this uses X-Plane. But yet, to answer your question, the short answer, yes, this hardware will work with 2020. And I have friends that do that. So let's lift this fuel valve on number 1 and confirm light off and fuel flow.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And we got thumbs up on the pin. And we got start there. Before taxi checklist list. Fuel cutoff levers are an idle detent. Generators are on, and we'll check power. Actually, we're going to look at each rectifier. Okay, we're all good. Put it on battery. That's good. Pro bead switches are on. TTs are on. Hydraulics are all on. From hydraulics, oil pressure, oil temp, and oil quantity. Bleeds, packs are auto, isolation valve auto, APU off, engines on. APU off, continuous on the starters. Lights will have taxi only. Master caution is clear. Flaps set for takeoff. Flaps 1 and confirm coming up. Transponder is set to TA auto, and the number in the box is 6204. Weather radar is on the captain's side, terrain on the first officers, and we'll do a flight control test. Pitch and roll, and we'll do some yaw butters. Okay, good. Let's call tower for, center.
Delta 4356, we're closing. We do advise you maintain Mach 78 or greater for now, or Mach 78 if possible. Radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good night. We'll maintain Mach 0.78 till Atlanta Center, and good day. Going over goodbye.
Jack, American 1 ready to taxi to active.
The Jack Center is closing. You can taxi at your discretion, sir.
Over to Yukon, CTAF, American 1. So, Jack Center, which we won't be in very long.
Jack Center closing, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
They're closing down.
Mach 0.77 or less.
Let me go to...
You too, sir. Delta 546 Jack Center closing. Radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Good night.
Hold on a second, I get the CTAF frequency.
Thank you, sir. Delta 1505. You probably know the drill. We're getting offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Over to Yukon. Thanks for the help. Yeah.
Happy night. Southwest 1350. 3550. Sorry. Jack Center closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
118.7. So that's what happens with VATSIM. Sometimes the controllers go off. So I'm just going to go to CTAF. And
Probably closer to 0.74.
118.7. Okay, going over there and put one.
Change approved. Vision for Southwest 36 heavy.
Damn it. 118.7, and we'll put 122.8 in here, and monitor 122 on COM 2. 122.8. Hey, Ryder, does your plane, when you fly, do you have 3 digits on your radios or 2? Yeah, I've only flown, Jones, I've only flown the 737. How much does this cost? Somebody tell them. I don't know, my wife bought it for me. Okay, taxiing out Bravo, guys. We go right, left. Attendant notified, and all set there. So, something I need to show you as we're taxiing out, because these are flat screens, they're you can't, only the person sitting in the middle gets to see correctly straight ahead. So I have software built in where I can change my engine selector switch so the view will be from my left side, and if I'm flying from the right side or the first officer's flying, I can flick it over to the right so it's straight for him. So since I'm the one flying today, I'm going to flick it to the left. So if we get a little bit of looks like we're kind of skewed to the left, it's so I can see straight. And I'm going to call here 118.7 Tallahasse, Grand American 1, taxiing out runway 27 via Bravo. Stormy, welcome aboard. I don't need this. So plan today is take off and do a right turn up to the Seminole VOR, going north towards Charleston, West Virginia. It's about an hour air time. Get my charts up here. Pack my bags for my EFB and my ForeFlight. Yeah, I prefer 2 digits also. In Europe, they're always using 3 digits. The problem is with 3 digits, I'm sitting here spinning this dial. The acceleration isn't in software isn't set where I want it. I can change it to 2 digits, but every time I end up in Europe, they'll give me 3 digits, and I got to change it back in software. So I don't think in the States they've gone to 3 digits. Rider Center here is a Southwest captain, first officer. I'm not sure which one or what your position is, but I know you fly for Southwest. Okay, let me call in here. Nobody coming in that I can see. Tallahasse traffic, American 1 lining up runway 27. Clear right, clear left. Okay, lights, camera, action. So I turn my lights, my engine start, my auto throttle, attendant notified, and TARA. Got quite a nice cloud cover today up here, guys. Okay, line up here. Advance the throttles to 40%. Attendants, take your seat for takeoff. Stabilized at 40%, we'll hit toga. And toga. Engine's advancing nicely, stabilized at 91%, and temperatures look good. Tape's alive, toes down. A little pressure on the yoke, keep the nose down till 80 knots.
80 knots.
Back it off nice and easy and confirm thrust hold and cross check 100 knots. Runway clear.
V1. Rotate.
And rotate.
Positive rate.
Confirm positive rate, gear up. Tallahasse traffic, American 1
400.
through 400 for 3000, runway heavy. After we clean up the flaps, we'll...
1000.
I'm going to get my nose down a little bit here and speed up. We'll get down to 10%. Okay, we're going to roll it over to Seminole VOR and go to legs, Seminole, and LNAV, and we'll just fly the magenta line.
1000 to go.
Children of the magenta. And get my nose down a little bit, speed up. Sometimes I don't do things in the correct order. That's because I don't have a first officer over here. Climbing out at about 1,450 feet a minute. Okay, flaps up, speed confirmed. And we'll set it for 35,000. Okay, speed coming back up. We're gonna trim for 250. Nose up. That was a little violent on the pitch up. Sorry, guys. We'll usually hand fly it to about 10,000, then we'll put the autopilot on. Never did pick up that VOR. Let me confirm that frequency. 117.5. Yeah, wrong frequency. There we go. Now you can hear it. Now we got the VOR, and we can tune to it. And we're just going to trim for 250. Turn that beeper off. Ever since we got the new X-Plane 12.2 release 1, it came out a couple of days ago, and we got the new 5090s in each of the visuals. We got 5090 video cards in there. Life's been good. Eye candy's just been fabulous, and the stability's been as good as I've ever seen it. Of course, my settings, I have all the sliders pushed to the right, everything. Those 5090s just seem to take. I've been in a few airports where you get a couple of stutters. I think it's the coding, maybe bad coding, but generally speaking, the screens are all locked together. So the server computer has X-Plane on it over here, and it doesn't have any visuals, or hardly any. It tells the three out the front visuals, which each have their own computer and copy of X-Plane, what to do. So those computers just run the outside visuals, no cockpit. I have another computer that runs, okay, 10,000. Let's put on command and do an after takeoff checklist real quick here. Autopilot engaged, attendant notified. Cabin pressure. So we've got about 2,000 feet of pressurization in the cabin, and coming up on 4 pounds with a positive rate of climb. Engine bleeds are on. Packs are auto, isolation's auto, APU is off, exterior lights as required, engine starters are off, logo's off, wings off, RTO switch is off, and we'll put the gear on the pins. Altimeters at 18,000 we'll set them. Passenger signs as required. Electrical power looks good on the generators. Battery, and we're charging. Hydraulics. Pressurization is about 3,100 pounds. Oil pressure is good at 82. Oil temp's 115. And quantity is 18 quarts. Vibes look good. Cabin temp is 21-ish. Engine status, we're climbing out at 7,200 pounds per hour on each engine. Temps look good at 95.3 on the N1s. Flight progress. So we're going to put the progress page on here so you can see it. And I think most of you know already that up here is my flight information, and then this screen over here, this is my out the front view, just the front screen. I only see 9 inches here, but because I'm using what do I use? I'm using OBS teleporter. You can see that whole front screen out the front. And let's put it to the center now. And then there's my camera right here, the mug camera, and I get a camera back here. And behind this seat here is my primary flight display, and then my nav display. And over here is my CDU. And that's so you can see the progress in the nav and altitude, speed, all that good stuff. I couldn't fly without, if I was going to watch you fly on YouTube, I couldn't fly without looking at this information. It's invaluable in watching somebody fly. Okay, let me check the. Hey Jim, how you doing? Jim here lives about an hour, 2 hours south of me down in Chandler, south of Phoenix, and he has a sim just like this. There's some slight variations. He's had it a couple of years. I helped him build it. It's yeah, it's quite similar to this one, and like you said, he has to sell 2 grandkids to get his. It's well worth it. Dave Hagen, hello. Who else we got from the Netherlands? Who else is in here? Root, Manuel de Groot. I think he's from the Netherlands. Yeah, the whole trick, Stormy, about buying a sim is marry rich. You just keep finding wives till you get a rich one. That's the trick. Let's go to standard, $29.92. Or, like you say, sell grandkids, spend their inheritance, rob banks, whatever it takes. Yeah, Q&H. Thanks, 8866. Yeah, that Flightdeck Solutions 787 is gorgeous. It would never fit in my room, but it's probably. You're right. You know, if I had to guess, I'd say the commercial price of that thing's $250,000. The commercial price. There's lots of ways to get sims like this. You know, to be honest with you, if you got some skills, you can build one. You can 3D print one. The whole thing. If you really want to get into that hobby, that deep in the end of the swimming pool where the sharks are, you can build the whole thing. Use MobiFlight, Arduino, 3D print it. You can do the whole thing. Jim, what's going on, buddy? This is American. I always fly American One. I have a, let's see, David Hagen's asking, what airline do I fly? I own a virtual airline. It's called joinava.org. You can look it up. Again, joinava.org. It's an American Airlines based virtual airline. We have about 100 pilots. I'm the CEO and own it. We only fly on VATSIM. Every flight we have to do on VATSIM. We're pretty unique in that we were one of the very first VAs for VATSIM that was required to fly only VATSIM. We can't be offline. We replicate American Airlines. We have all the hubs, hub manager, CEO. We accept pilots. You can sign up at joinava.org. We fly regular scheduled flights on Monday nights, Thursday evenings, Saturday mornings. Okay, let's go to the progress page. I'm sorry, the fixed page, and we're going to put in KCRW, our destination. Put a fix there. And we'll put a 100-mile circle around that baby, and that'll be approximately top of descent. It's just a visual representation of. Oops, I put the wrong thing in there. KCRW. There it is. There's our 100-mile circle. We've got presently we've got to go to the progress page. You can see down towards just by 4L. It's 39 miles to top of climb and 456 miles to destination. We've got arrival time is 2200 Zulu, and we'll have 6,700 pounds of fuel scheduled to be on board. You know, Jim, I think the engine sounds, I do have XP Realistic on. How do they sound, Jim? Too loud, or they sound okay? Hurricane Green, hello. Oh, okay, so SRQ, good question about the scenery. So, there's no doubt that Microsoft 2020 and 2024 have superior graphics, being that it's photorealistic downloaded and imported. Though one of the main reasons I can't use 2020 is because 2020 will not network across multiple screens. It's just not possible. The bandwidth requirements would be probably too high. Anyway, that being said, that's with using 3 computers. There is ways to use Microsoft 2020 with 3 screens on 1 computer. That's what I have some friends doing, and it looks pretty darn good. That's a different subject. To get back to SRQ Aviation, that's a question about scenery. I will admit that 2020 has superior graphics down low. You get up higher, it looks pretty good and it looks excellent in X-Plane. But what has really made the big difference in the last 2 months is Auto Ortho for X-Plane has come out, and it's a fairly large 80 gig download. But what it does, it drastically improves the ortho, the LOD. But on top of that, it downloads as you fly Bing Maps. So I've got a copy of Auto Ortho in each computer, and so I don't even see it load up. The bandwidth usage is pretty minimal. So it gives me the scenery that's on par with Microsoft 2020. Do I see my house? No. But, you know, this purpose of this is not to see my house. Okay, I'm flying airliners, not GA. If I was flying GA, Microsoft 2020 hands down is the way to go. Or helicopters, Microsoft 2020. I'd say a couple of the reasons X-Plane is my go-to sim is one is the night lighting is absolutely phenomenal, and the flight modeling is extremely accurate. I've flown with many real-world pilots, airline pilots, and they all agree that the X-Plane has the realism, the feel is much better. So I don't slam anybody's sim. I've had every sim in the world back from Micro Pros in the mid 80s, and I'm on X-Plane now. When they ever go to Microsoft 2020, I will not say no. So answers that question. SRQ, I hope so. Hey Hirohito, how you doing, man? No, Hirohito, we're not going there. We're not going to say who's worse and who's better. We're not going to get into that game.
Fairly smooth ride today. We have the seatbelt sign
yes.
turned off, and while you're seated, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt.
Hey, Guy Dog.
At all times, in case of kind of unexpected bump here. And we do thank you for flying with us on American.
Living the nightmare. I got you, Hirohito. That's great. Did you say you lost the YouTube? I think I'm still on. Nope, Jim, I'm still cooking. Another case of pilot error, huh, Jim? A bunch of people came in. Rex, hello. And Guy Dog. Welcome aboard. We took off from Tallahasse, Florida. We're flying up to hold on, let me see if we've lost ATC at Atlanta. Let's see if they went down also. Yeah, I had Jacksonville, Oh, okay, we should be in Atlanta. Let me call them. Atlanta Center, 132.975. Stand by.
on my profile for Delta 190. 790 Roger. Agent 1401, turn left heading 260, join the 22 left localize report inside.
Okay, Warner Robins VOR.
Report to field inside.
135.3.
1401, thanks. Commence the visual approach runway 22 left.
No, I'm sorry, Macon. 114.2.
Delta 1505, in the transition, maintain 310 knots full radar.
Hold on a second.
310 knots to greater, Delta 1505. Southwest 3550 descent via the Jedi Stream arrival there at an altimeter 3007.
Stand by the Jedi Stream, got the altimeter, Southwest 550.
Atlanta, American 1 with you, flight level 350.
American 1, Atlanta Center, welcome.
Thank you. Okay, we're in. He was looking for me. I should have given him where we were. I didn't. They should have told me we were south, 27 miles south of the Macon VOR.
Resume public speed at Jedi.
But we have ATC now.
Delta 1190, public speeds at Jedi. Resume public Jedi, Delta 190.
Got a lot of planes flying out of Orlando for Atlanta. It's a stream of planes.
3550, transition to 300 knots.
And it looks like we'll have Indy Center also.
They're knots, Southwest 550.
$128,225 will be our next one. Is that correct? $128,225, yeah. Okay. Glad we got ATC today. Turbo, hello, welcome aboard. Oh, great. Working on your VATSIM member course. You know, VATSIM's great. It's kind of scary to get into to start with, but I highly recommend you just find yourself a little airport somewhere off in the boondocks that's got ATC like tower, and just do circuits and talk to the controller. Also, I highly recommend you use VATSIM radar. Get the download for VATSIM radar. It's the only way to go.
Southwest 3677 Atlanta Center, descend with the Jedi Spirit will be Atlanta altimeter 3006. Understand the Jedi 3 arrival, thanks, Southwest 3677.
So on this iPad here, I have ForeFlight, and over here I have on this Microsoft Surface Pro, I have Navigraph charts, and I have electronic flight bag.
Maintain 3000. 320, and what was the altitude for Delta 43?
I'm going to bump the speed up here to cruise to 0.81. Let's put the coal on.
25 to unexpected to approach runway 18 left.
And then the 64, and with your 40 miles from Charleston.
Delta 664 Atlanta Center, descend via the Jedi to arrival, except maintain 310 knots in the transition, the Atlanta altimeter 3006.
This is PND, Jedi 3 arrival, and expect maintain 310 knots in the distance.
Southwest 3677 in the transition, you're going to maintain 310 knots or greater. Alright, in the transition, 310 knots or greater, Southwest 3677.
Southwest 3550, did you say 3?
Hey Ben, how you doing?
310 knots, sorry.
Ben just came in. Ben lives in the UK.
Southwest 3677.
He also has a full cockpit sim that he's working on to upgrade. Hey Ben, good to hear you.
Southwest 3550, dispatch is 310 knots to the trans, Southwest 3550.
Actually, Southwest 3550, you can maintain 300 knots.
Hey Ben, that group that signed you up for that full sim cockpit group, it's a great group of guys. And everybody's got a full sim cockpit, lots of good information as far as building.
It's going to maintain 3,000.
210, heading 320, it's going to maintain 3,000, that's all I'm 90.
Delta 798 is going to be a 330.
We got 259 miles to top of descent and 362 miles to Charleston.
1658, but the full 350. 1658, everyone is going to welcome.
Atlanta Center, American 1 would like to step out of the cockpit to 2130 Zulu.
That's approved. Report back.
Report back, American 1. So we've got 20 minutes out of the cockpit. I'm going to go get some tea. I will be right back.
Delta 1505, no more than 2 minutes. Delta 1505, before you go, make sure you're maintaining your bed forward.
Sorry, Delta 1505.
You've been 1336, Atlanta Center, welcome. Allegiant 1401, yours correction to the ramp, have a good day. Delta 1658, got an announcement that you want to do something. Delta 1658, descend to the Jedi 3 arrival will be Atlanta altimeter 3006. Jedi 3 arrival, we have to be on altimeter Delta 1658.
Okay, since I got to step out of the cockpit for a few minutes, I'm going to put it on autopilot. Here comes auto.
Delta 4356 Atlanta Center request speed descent. Security 10. Delta 4356.
Hi guys.
210, Delta 4356. Delta 546 runway 27, that's expected as over. Delta 4356, the airport 11 o'clock, 13 miles reported site. Full report site. Delta 46. Field inspect Delta 4356. Delta 4356, turn out heading 305, potential approach runway 27 left, maintain 180 knots till depot. Maintain 180, turn left, 270, and clear visual approach Delta 4356. Welcome back, Delta 546, maintain 310 knots over radar. 2529, from sir, left hand. American 95 Heavy, expected visual approach runway 18 center, is going to maintain 4,000, turn 20 degrees north. American 95, 20 degrees right, is going to maintain 4,000. Maintain 4,000, 20 degrees right. American 95, expected visual approach runway 18 center. And runway 18 center. Possible going to get 18 center. For American 95, not sure if it's close here, so we're taking off. American 1988, April. American 95, unable. Expected visual approach runway 18 center. I'll be about 18 center for visual. Delta 56, correction, Delta 546, resume the published speed at Jedi. Delta 1505, resume published speed at Jedi. Resume published speed at Jedi. Delta 1190, airport's going to be 11 o'clock, 42 miles, reported flight. Delta 4356, TCAT, just making sure that's not on bad time. 46, yeah, that's not a bad time. There's no traffic around. Towers 119 for 1 today. 9.1 for Delta 4356. Delta 1190, turn up heading 305, Georgia 27 localizer. 305 to localizer, I have to field the strike vessel with that. Delta, we get to your point. Delta 1190, clear the visual approach from 827 left. Maintain 180 knots until the depot. Clear visual 27 left, maintain 180 knots till depot. Delta, correction, American 95 Heavy, turn right heading 210, join the 18 center localizer, report to field supply. Right turn, 210, join localizer for 18 center. American 29, correction, American 25, 29, 10, this is my first runway 18, that's runway 18, that's 10 left. Delta 1190 at depot, tower 119.1, good day. Tower 119.1 at depot, Delta 190, Delta 546 Heavy, fly heading 330, descend to maintain 3,000. Southwest 3550, resume the published speeds of Jedi. Published at Jedi, Southwest 3550. American 95 Heavy, do you have the field inside? Confirm, I have runway 18 center inside. American 95 Heavy, thank you. Clear the visual approach, runway 18 center, runway 18 center, you cleared land. Clear visual approach, 18 center, we're clear land for American 95 Heavy. Delta 1505, fly heading 330, descend to maintain 3,000. 330, that's 3,000. Southwest 3550, expected visual approach, runway 279. Effect visual 279, Southwest 3550. Southwest 3677, resume the published speeds of Jedi. Resume publish at Jedi for Southwest 277. Good afternoon, Delta Delta 1505, traffic 12 o'clock, 7 miles northbound. It's heavy HV coming at 3000. Advise the traffic is flat. Roger, Delta 1505, ready speed 210. Delta 546, heavy main speed 210 and also radar. Delta 3677, expect a visual approach runway 27 left. Expect the visual 27 left, start left 3677.
Okay, I got lunch in the cockpit. Fortunately, my wife is out for a couple hours, so I had to make my own lunch. We got a tangerine and an orange here, and we got a nice toasted whole wheat 9-grain sandwich with Havarti cheese and roasted turkey and Dijon mustard, and a nice piece of chocolate. Diet Coke. We're all set.
Stop at 3550, flying 8330, descend and maintain 3000. Stop at 3550, flying at 8330, descend and maintain 3000.
Go ahead, can you repeat the heading again? And we're going to go down 3000.
And stop at 3550, flying 8330.
Hey, what do you mean stuttering?
330, stop at 3550,
59 stuttering? I don't believe it. I didn't see it. It didn't happen.
Heading 305, join the 27 left low classes.
Okay, I'm going to mute the mic while I munch on this sandwich.
Southwest 3677, expect a visual approach runway 27 left. Expect a visual 27 left, 3677. Delta 664, expect a visual approach runway 27 left, resume the published speed to Jedi.
Expect a visual 27 left and over to forward at United.
Walker 2672, left center, welcome.
Yeah, can we step away for about 15 minutes, please?
That's approved. Delta 546 heavy. Delta 546 heavy. You're lined up with runway 28. Runway 27 left is the next one over.
Oh, you're going to find
Delta 546 heavy, thanks. Clear the visual approach runway 27 left. Contact tower 118.1 good day. Delta 1505 traffic is 11 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, heavy 330,000 for 27 left, advise traffic inside.
We have traffic inside.
Delta 1505, roger, you're going to follow the traffic.
Follow traffic.
Delta 1505 negative, you can just expect to follow, and I'll give you a turn here in about 5 miles. Southwest 3677, flying 8330, descend and maintain 3000.
I just saw a network glitch. Screens went kind of wonky. There was a network glitch.
Follow the traffic, clear the visual approach, runway 27 left, caution, wait turbulence.
Flying 305 for...
Delta 546. Yeah, Delta 1505, he's like in between the two runways. Just make sure you go to 27 left. Thank you. Delta 3550, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles westbound, 733,000, advise the traffic inside.
We're definitely getting a network glitch on this left screen. It keeps giving us a little reloady on the weather, so the network connection is a little wonky.
United 23, KTLH Center, welcome. Delta 1505 at AJ, crashing at Depot Tower 1121, have a good day.
At Depot Tower, thank you.
American 95, that's enable echo to the ramp, good day. Echo to the ramp, appreciate ATC, have a good one, see you. This is it. I'm Control Golf Charlie Foxtrot, flight level 300. November Golf Charlie Foxtrot, Landing Center, welcome. I'm a ramp the advisor to the copy. We already copy Charlie Foxtrot. Delta 50 corrections, just stand by Golf Charlie Foxtrot. That's 1505. The Atlanta Airport's going to be at your 10 o'clock in 2 miles reported flight. Southwest 3550, turn left heading 305, join the 27 left localizers.
Left turn head 305 with order low, Southwest 6550.
Southwest 664, heavy sliding 330 to 10, maintain 3000.
330, 3000, Delta 664 heavy.
Southwest 3550 on the runway, airport's going to be 12 o'clock in 10 miles, report inside.
Southwest 6550, we'll call, actually 6550 field just got inside.
Southwest 3550, clear to visible approach from 827 left, maintain 18 knots to depot, at depot, contact tower 1100.1 today.
180 to depot, contact the tower on 119.1, Southwest 6550.
November Golf Charlie Foxtrot, cleared to the Atlanta Airport via direct Jedi, join the Jedi 3 arrival. Direct Jedi, join the Jedi 3 arrival. Golf Charlie Foxtrot for land. November Golf Charlie Foxtrot, descend via the Jedi 3 arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3006. Descend by the Jedi 3 arrival, Golf Charlie Foxtrot. Delta 1658, resume. Correction disregard. Expect them to approach from 827. Expect visual to come at 4 Delta 650. Delta 1929, that of departure on contact, Loma maintain 14,000. Loma maintain 14,000, Delta 1929.
Was I eating there on microphone the whole time? I might have been, sorry. Okay. Chocolate here?
Delta 664 heavy, sure. Expect the outlet from 827 now.
Expect outlet 27, thank you, just 4 heavy.
Delta 664 heavy, consider Delta 664 heavy, consider
Since I'm such a pig, my wife buys me these little butt packages of gummy bears. Hairbro, obviously, but there's 7 in each of them, so I grabbed 3 of them. Otherwise, I need a whole bag of gummy bears.
We have the field,
Sell my gummy bears down here on the deck.
Alright, left 305, clear visual runway, we're clear for the digital runway 27 left, 180 knots till depot, 6737. Delta 1505 Atlanta, approach runway 27 left, 095. Delta 1929, Papa maintain flight level 350.
Okay, time to put Otto to bed. Yeah, maybe he'll do the whole flight with us. Anybody mind? Oh, shoot me. Oh, yummy. Even if my wife didn't make it for me. Got 94 miles to top of descent. Let's go to the descent page, forecast, and requested descent winds. Go look at the weather in Charleston. There's no ATIS. The weather says 240 at 5. Visibility is 10 miles scattered at 5,500. Altimeter is 2992. Runway 23, temp is 21, dew point's 18. So our ISIM is going to be +9, and our QNH 2992. Put that in there. Execute that. Oops, my mistake. ISA is 9/. There we go. Execute that. We're gonna go flaps 30.
Cross from Seattle about 3,000 kids out there, turn 27 left approach, maintain 180 knots until depot.
I'm swapping 60 left runway 27 left to maintain 180 knots until depot.
Stop is 3677, contact tower 110.1 today. 100.1, stop 3677, good night.
American 1 back with you.
That's at 8360. UPS 1336 to the Atlanta Airport via turn left heading 090, descend and maintain 14,000. Atlanta altimeter 3006. 090, that's for the altimeter is 71, that's 4,000.
Walker 2632 right up here.
Contact home, maintain flight level 320.
Atlanta Center, American 1 back with you.
Which number was that checking in?
American 1 checking back in.
Delta 5194 departure, radar contact, home maintain flight level 390.
He's 1,000 feet above me. Walker 2362 or 2632.
Delta 1505, traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles westbound, NA 250 at 3,000.
Get ready for descent here.
Roger, Delta 664, maintain 160 knots until depot, contact tower 119.1 today.
160 until depot and 119.
Delta 1650 heavy fly, heading 330, that's going to maintain 3,000. Delta 1605, turn left heading 305, individual first remain 27 left, follow the traffic, caution weight service.
We're going to go to the electronic flight bag and set up our performance for descent.
Delta 1658 heavy fly, heading 330, that's going to maintain 3,000.
Hey Kim, yep, you're right about the gummy bears. These are the best. These Black Forest gummy bears are the pits.
Delta 204, flight level 370, sound for 20.
Delta 204, Atlanta Center, welcome cross Ponce, added maintain flight level 290.
Cross Ponce, maintain flight level 290. Delta 204.
Delta 1505, maintain 180 knots until depot at depot towers 119.1 every day. JetBlue 6986, climbing through 6,900 to 100, going to Zibomod.
JetBlue 6996, Atlanta Center radar contact, on the maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370, JetBlue 6996.
Charleston 1650, yes, sorry, go ahead again.
Currently 50.
And 1658, heavy clear right, grumpy.
Get Grumpy for
November Golf, Charlie, Charlie Fox, expect the visual approach runway 26 right.
expect visual approach 26 right. Golf Charlie, Charlie Fox.
GPS 13, 76, turn left heading 300.
Left 300. After 30 minutes.
At 1396, you can just maintain 100,000.
Well, can we go ahead and ask for
Hey, from GPS 1336, just maintain 9,000.
maintain 9,000.
Delta 1658 at Grumpy, report the LS airport and such.
Okay, we'll report at Grumpy for Delta 68.
Aircraft calling applicable.
Last calling Indy Center, carry right, only no voice checking request.
Indy Center, American 1 with you, flight level 350, 106 miles south of Charleston for descent into runway 23.
American 1, Indy Center, hello. Descend across 30 miles southwest of the Charleston airport at 10,000 feet. Charleston altimeter is 2902.
30 miles south of southwest Charleston, 11,000 feet, requesting the RNAV Zulu into 23 at Scrib.
American 1, you can expect it.
Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to dial that 11,000 in. And our descent's in 14 miles. We'll get everybody back in the seats.
Seatbelt sign is on.
Can we go ahead and start service?
Okay, let's put a 50-mile circle around here. Fix. And 11 miles from top of descent. We're going to 11,000, 30 miles south. Put a 30. So what we'll do is we'll put a fix in at 30 miles. Yeah, well, let's just do it this way. And what we're going to do is we're going to start our descent at 8 miles, and we'll set our vertical speed of descent so our 11,000 will be right there, just like you wanted. So I can start that right now. I just start us down. And we're starting down. Actually, we're right on the glide slope at 2,500 feet per minute. And you can see the banana here. You see the green arc? Give it a second. It'll show up here. If you see the green arc here, it's going to follow the descent rate. And what I want to do is put that green arc right on 30 miles.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please.
So it's 3,000 feet per minute. That should put us right at 11. So in the primary flight display, you can see the green arc. And I'm going to put it right at 30 miles. About 3,200 feet per minute. Give arm the speed brake. And we'll do our descent checklist here, guys. Leads are set. Altitude is correct. Auto brake is already set. Instruments and radios are set. Altimeter is 2992, and I'll preset that. So we pass 18,000. Recall is clear. Landing data is landing flaps 30 at 140, approach 143. We have our weather. We have our alternate. KCVG, and the weather alternate looks good.
American 1, clear direct scrib.
Direct scrib, American 1. Okay, we're going right to scrib. And we'll keep our descent pretty high. Okay, you see the banana? It's right at 30 miles for 11,000, right where he wanted us. And we got the heading marker coming out at 233. So we're coming in, we're going to do a big U-turn when we land on the RNAV. So it'll be a quick turn in, so we got to keep our speed down. I'm going to slow us down. So you got our speed down here. Okay, see the green arrow in the PFD? It's telling us where we're going to be in 10 seconds. So we're going to get down to 280. So we've briefed the arrival. Let's brief the approach. We're taking the RNAV Zulu, so it's a big U-turn in, about a 5-mile turn in. At 233 heading. The minimums there are RMP 3.0, so let's check our RMP. And we're going to run over here to page 4, and it's 0.3, 0.30. It's required navigation. So what we're really doing is watching this little RNP, ANP, actual navigation performance and required, and it's dropping. So we're doing good.
at 558 radar contact.
Go manual again.
Level 360. Clear direct
I did RNAV, VNAV, and I didn't like what it was giving me, so I'm gonna go manual on the descent. Okay, I'm liking my speed here.
76 Tango, contact Atlanta Center now, 132.9 or so. 1329er, good day.
Okay. Trying to slow down and get down in a 737 can be a challenge because of it's a sleek plane.
American 1, cross script at 6,000.
Script 6,000, American 1. Okay, we can do that. So now we should be able to do this. It should take us down. You said 6,000. As long as our speed's good. So we can watch our VSD, vertical situation display, and it will tell us if we're going to be at script at 6,000. So it's trying to slow us down and get us down at the same rate. So the pitch is changing based on trying to keep the speed where we want it. We're 45 miles out. When we get to 10,000, we'll slow it down to 250, 240 actually. Well, the plane took over again. Okay, we're good. The VNAV and the LNAV's on. It's putting us where we want to be. I'm going to try, throttles are all the way back. I'm going to try backing off the speed brake and see if the speed comes up. Yeah, I think we're good. We're idled all the way back and we're pitching for speed, and our descent rate looks really good. Okay, let's go to standard 2992 at 2992. How's it going, buddy? Doing a good job, man. Again, this is a hard left U-turn. So, important part here is the speed. We got to maintain our speed. And let's brief the airport. Okay, it's a short runway. It's only 6,700 feet, and it's hilly at the end. So this is no messing around, and we'll exit left. Yeah, there's a big hump at the very north end of the runway, so we got to pay attention to that. It's gonna be some pilot shit.
UP Center, American 627. We're about 100 miles north of Falmouth, level 350. American 627, Eddie Center, squawk ident.
Start slowing it down a little. Just want to keep that speed coming down. That's the important thing here. Although we get a lot of hangout time at 6,000, so we should be okay. We really need to be down to 250. It's going to be hard to get below 250.
Sherman Cargo 53, leave minor space in the north, Cleveland Center's offline, register terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, fix.
Frequency change approved, John.
Let's put a 20-mile circle in there. and a 10-mile circle. Okay, speed's coming down. It's trying.
American 627, you're under contact.
We got full speed brake on. Lever of shame. Hey, we're looking good. We're gonna make our numbers, it looks like. So we got a 15, a 10, and a 5-mile circle now. Script at 6,000 looks good. We're still trying to slow her down. Okay, let's get the lights on. And we'll prepare for landing as we need to pick all the drinks up.
0354 Whiskey Romeo, any Sarah Low, Squawk 7345, the Lexington altimeter 29908, let me know for your text. 245, I'll let you know. 54 years. American 1 here, 6 miles from Script, cross Script at 6,000, that's your quick clear on that Zulu runway 23 approach.
At Script 6,000, cleared for the RNAV Zulu 23 approach for American 1. Thank you. Okay, we're cleared for the approach. Just still trying to slow it down here. We're over speeding a little bit, so I'm going to back off the descent rate. See if we can get the speed down. Here it comes down. Okay, we're on the VNAV RNAV now, guys.
1,000 to go.
So we got 3 circles now. We got a 10, a 5, and a 3. Got up here. Trying to slow it down to at Zarog, 210 knots. We should have no problem. We're at 6,000 now. We should have no problem at all. I'll go manual probably about, as soon as we turn in at 3 miles, I'll go manual. It's pretty hazy, guys. I don't see the runway. Should be right there. It is dead ahead.
Follow 238 cross the Grote level 230.
So we're going to go out, make a U-turn and come back.
Grote at 230.
We should be able to see it on our left here. We're going to go right and come around and come back in. Nope, that's not the, that is not the runway. Is this, what river is this right here? Is this the Allegheny?
Runway 22 taxi via Alpha.
I don't know what river this is.
22 via Alpha.
So the runway is just before the river. So we're on the other side of the river. So we should make it a hard right, and it should put the runway on our left. Pretty hazy. So nobody's talking. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, we're backing the speed down. This is where we got to stay on the speed. It's real important. Okay, going flaps 1. coming into 10-mile circle to land. Flaps 1. I don't see the runway down there. What were the minimums? Oh, that's a screen. I just got network. Okay, it's okay now. There. Is that the runway? I can't tell. Keep getting this network glitch out here. It's not pretty. Yeah, it's weather. We got yucky weather. Okay, starting downwind. Let's go flaps 2. Okay, we can take it down to 2,400 feet now. And we are descending. Okay, 4,400 at Harpoon. Looking good. Slow it down some more. I need to get that gear down to slow us down some more. I really need to slow down.
Alright, 354 Whiskey Romeo, the wind's 240 at 7, gust 20, make left nose traffic, runway 22, quick takeoff. Left nose traffic, quick takeoff, clear to takeoff 22, 54 security.
Flaps 5. Speed's looking good. Altitude's we're dialed in now. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Curly Toes. Oh, that 757 is a rocket machine.
American 1, Charleston winds 2405, runway 23, clear to land.
23 clear to land, American 1. Okay, let's go flaps 10. Gear is down. Speed brake is armed. Going flaps 15. Still tracking. I'll take it manual at 3 miles after I turn in. Here, Hito, thanks. 5x5.
Yeah, it's 798.
And welcome aboard, Curly Toes. Flaps 25. And let's go flaps 30.
Number 354 Whiskey Romeo, report midfield, left down.
We'll set up the 233. 233, 233, 233. Still dialed in. Runway not in sight. I think I see it. We're going to drop this a little bit down to 1,500. Minimums are we never did pick up the minimums, did we? Crap. $488.
2,500.
Ends are set. I think there's the runway. I got it. Runway in sight. Okay. My bird. We're just gonna fly the numbers. play a little VFR, but mostly fly the numbers, keep the speed. Okay, final approach checklist. 3 down in green, flaps 30, attendant notified. Runway clear, clear to land, speed brake armed. Okay, got 18 knots coming from just right of the right nose, so there'll be some push here. Keep the speed up. My plane. Auto's just along for the ride now. Keep the speed up. We got 15 knots coming from just right of the nose. I'm going to flip this over so I'm looking straight down the runway from my view.
Pull up. Pull up.
I'm not going to pull up. There's hills down here. It's West Virginia. What do you expect? 3 mile final. Knots on the nose.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, missed approach altitude set.
Check on the missed approach altitude set. What is missed altitude to approach? 4,000. Check. And missed approach out to the left. Okay, speed looks good. Big mountains here. Got 7 knots on the nose.
500.
Pretty hilly here. This runway's right on a little plateau. Trim these trees a little bit.
400. 300. 200.
Pull up. Pull up.
Nice.
Pull up.
Hilly runway.
Two, 150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay. Maybe some reversers here. We'll take it. Had to really yank back on the stick because the hill was coming up fast. That was
80
nice.
knots.
Welcome to Charleston, Texas, the Alpha meeting.
Alpha to the gate. Thanks for the good service. Okay, so let's get the flaps up.
Follow 238, you'll come out to the southwest.
And lights off, APU on.
Forward advisory, follow 238.
Shut off the radars. Should have had the terrain over there. KTA. Start that APU up. And to the gate. And after checklist. After landing checklist. Exterior lights, APU, yaw damper off. Window heats, probe heats, they're all off. Engine anti-ice, auto brake, speed brake, flaps, transponder, weather radar, everything off. Okay, to the gate. Looks like they're coming in gate number, I don't know, what is this? Alpha Bravo 2. EPU. Bleeds. Lights off. We got a marshaller up here. Okay, parking brake is on. APU is on. Engines are off. Let's go to the front. And let's go to ground services, GPU, set the chocks. Okay, GPU on. And power, APU off. Seatbelts off. Steady, collision off. I should have shut that steady before I didn't. Okay, fuel pumps off. And we can see if we're deboarding now. Here comes the gate over. So we are. Approach rating was great, and my landing rate was excellent. Let's go look at the numbers. That's what my electronic flight bag told me. Let's go look at what our landing rate was. So we had a PIREP was accepted. Fuel usage was good. Let's see what we used. 4,000 pounds. And 15 left us 6.7. Fuel was right on the nose. Okay. Landing rate was 100 feet per minute. That was sweet. Okay, that was good. Which checklist do I use? So this checklist is made by SwanSim. If you go to YouTube and type in SwanSim, that's Mike Swanek. He has a full sim like this. And you go to any of his flights and scroll down where it has the word more and click on it, and you can get this colored. And all you do is print it out two-sided in color and laminate it. We've been working on this one for years. Jacob Johnson, thank you very much. Discord link on the website is also invalid, by the way. I'm not sure. So if you go to YouTube and type in Pat738, I'm not sure what link you're talking about. Let me go to YouTube. I'm on YouTube and on Pat738. Let me, hold on. Let me put the link in here. Let me go to YouTube. Hold on. I'm on YouTube and on Pat73. Let me post the link. Well, I can't post it here, darn it. Bear with me. On the website for your on the website, did you go to here? I can post that. You're talking about the website. Bear with me 1 second. I'll post that for you. I can do that here. Yeah, you're probably talking about the old Join AVA. Bear with me. Give me 1 second. I can do that for you. I misunderstood what you were talking about. Okay, hold on. I can do this. I have the technology.
Indianapolis Center, Challenger 610 Juliet Echo.
Take just a second. Let me get this correct for you. Okay, I got it for you. Hold on. Try that link, joinava.org. KLM 8866, that's for my VA. Zibomod, latest update. If you look in the upper left, it'll show X-Plane version and Zibomod. And once you join, you can get the Discord link. KLM 8866, try that link there. Here, oh, I'm sorry, there. Try that link right there. And tell me if you can reach that link. It's got a registration tab on it. That should work. Yeah, let me know, please. Well, guys, I'm going to say that this was 100% successful. We had ATC, almost 90% of the way. I had a great crew on board today. Let's see, how many people came in today? We got, SRQ was the very first one in today, and then Chuck Licker, CEO, came in, and Robert Udall from Norway, and Ryder Center, who's a real pilot for Southwest, was in, and Caleb came in right away, 8866. Manuel DeGroot, he's always here. Tribal Orange came in for a while. Yeti Boy, greatest wife of all time, he said, of course. Ilario came in. Who else was here? Different. Let's see. Jones 340 and Stormy were also here. And Jimmy McFarland, Dave Hagan, Francisca Diaz. Thank you for all the love. Geralder 98 from another person from the Netherlands. Excellent. I think the Netherlands. Another one, Green. A bunch of people from the Netherlands dropped in today. Well, if it's any consolation, all my gauges are Flight Illusions from the Netherlands. Unfortunately, they went out of business, which is a real shame. Breaks my heart. Guy Gibson Dog was here, and Hirohito. He's a good friend of mine. Lives in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'll be meeting him at a week from today at Flight SIM Expo in Providence. Rex was here. Turbo stopped in. Telsa Superchargers. I didn't realize you were here. Ellis Martin, hello. Ben D from the UK, he dropped in. He's working on his sim, upgrading it. And did I get everybody? I think Kim's came in. Who can forget Curly Toes? Jacob Johnson was here, and Verz, V-E-R-Z, asked about what sim do I use, Zibomod. Great flight, Chuck, I slept the entire way. Yeah, well, drinking before you fly is not a good idea, unless you're a passenger. You can always play it back. You know what happens on YouTube? If you try to play it back the day I'm streaming, it records it. You wait a day, and then they upscale it, so you get a much better presentation the day after if you're not here live. Oh, you know what else was here? We completely forgot about? We forgot about Otto. Say bye-bye, Otto. Otto's going to take a nap now. Say bye-bye, Otto. I'm sure I'm not going to do another flight today. It's 3:15 in the afternoon. 13 actually. I'm going to do a little work on the sim, and my wife should be home in a couple hours. I might go walk the dog and just relax. So again, thank you all for being here and subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate it. How are we doing? What are we up to? We're up to 9,350 subscribers. Yeah, I'm gonna be competing with Taylor Swift here soon. Love to, never mind. Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Hush your mouth, Pat. Well, unless anybody's got any questions, I'm gonna shut the sim down. And you might as well stay here while I shut it down. First thing we do, we shut those front screens down. I'm sorry, shut down X-plane on all three of those screens. I'll shut down the OBS teleport on the center screen, and I did that. And then I have to go and shut down auto ortho, and since it's at the bottom, I can't see it at the bottom of the screen. I have to go to Task Manager, Control Shift Escape, and go to auto ortho, click on it, and hit the quit button. Let me hit the quit button there, and go over to this screen, Control Shift Escape, Task Manager, auto ortho, and hit the quit button so it properly shuts down. And why isn't this one shutting down? Alt 4. Go into my Microsoft Service Pro and shut down electronic flight bag, and shut down Navigraph, and close X-plane on this left screen. That's shutting down. Let me shut this computer down. It's Microsoft Service Pro shut down. Okay, and let me go Escape, Control Shift Escape to get the Task Manager on the left screen. Auto ortho, and why didn't that come up? Gotta look out the window. I don't know why it's not shutting down. Let me just shut it down. End task. It's shut down. Not the way I like to. So now I'm going to shut all three of these screens down. We'll do Alt F4. Shut down. Middle screen. I use so my mouse will go across all 7 computers or all my screens. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 screens. I use Input Director. And across the network, it lets me use the same mouse and keyboard. I've been using it for years. It's a fabulous program. Let me shut that screen off. So that's with this controller. And those are shutting down. Shut that one down. Got 3 separate Samsung controllers to shut the screens down. There, shut that one down. Now we're going to go to my electronic flight bag. Shut that down. That goes with me. This gets put away. Now let me go to the MIP screen down here and shut down CHSI. Close all windows. Shut down the CDU. Shut down OBS teleporter for the CDUs. Close window, shut that computer down. Shut down. Shut. Oops, that one came back on. Okay, that one's off. And then come over to my server screen, and I'm going to shut off that. Virtual Performance goes off. Flight Planner goes off. Sim Brief goes off. Turn off VATSIM. So X-Pilot goes off. And VATSIM Radar goes off, and close my ACARS, shut down my auto ortho on my server, quit that, shut down, I'm not going to shut down OBS, that'll be last, shut down my CHSI on this screen, shut that down, that's shutting down. Calum, 8866. So not only that, I'm running a one ton air conditioner in this room because outside it's 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see what the temperature is outside. It's 94 degrees Fahrenheit right now outside. It's hot. But just this one room, which is 13 feet by 16 feet, I have a 1-ton air conditioner in here. What is that? 18,000 BTU? 12,000 BTU? 18,000? I can't remember. BTU, because these computers generate a lot of heat. So in my outlet box, I monitor the power with current transformers on all my circuits in this room. So just the SIM with all the screens and everything running takes about 2,700 watts. Then with the air conditioner, it's a couple hundred more watts. So I'm pushing close to 3,000 watts of usage per hour. It's not an insignificant amount. So I wired the room myself. I have 2 separate 30 amp circuits in here that run in conduit down along the wall. I don't use the plugs out of the wall. Wired it right to my box to handle the loads, and I monitor it. So it's not an inconsequential amount of power, but when you add it up for hours and hours, and you throw in a, air conditioning in the house and a hot tub and all the other stuff, it's what I pay to have fun. So I hope that answers the question. About 3,000 watts. What am I doing? 22 amps? Yeah, about 22 amps power. Yeah, my screens, you can feel the heat coming off them. I got them in HDR and turn up pretty high. So there's a lot of heat. So I'm, it's sort of like it goes with the game. Okay, unless we get any other computers, just fix the Discord button on the website. Oh, you did? So, Caleb, you were asking about the Discord button, and Hirohito here manages the VA IT side of it. So he heard your wishes, and it looks like he took care of them. Thank you, American 4. Okay, let me get this pad off here. I need to get out of the seat for a while. I'll go walk the dog. Even in this heat, she likes to go outside. I want to thank you for being here. It was a great flight, and my wife's going out of town Saturday, Sunday, Monday, go back to see her daughter for her birthday. So I'll have 3 days of uninterrupted flying time. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good flights in. I'm going to do the F&O Friday night ops tomorrow night, and I'm almost positive it's going to be on YouTube. What is the F&O tomorrow? Good question. I can look it up. It'll only take a second. The F&O tomorrow is going to be events. Oh, okay. So tomorrow, VAT USA occasionally does their Friday night ops, F&Os, in different countries. So tomorrow they're doing it in South Africa. So we'll probably fly from Johannesburg to Cape Town. And a lot of you might know Pikatanga. Air New Zealand 361, Duncan is his name. He's in New Zealand, and he has a SIM, a full SIM, and he does all the software for this. And if you ever want software, it's on xplane.org for ZHSI and Flightdeck Solutions to XP and Open Cockpits. He does all the coding for it. You can pick it up there. And so he's a good friend of mine, and we'll probably fly together tomorrow night in South Africa. And then Saturday morning, although I won't broadcast on YouTube, our VA will have a flight from, I think we're going, where are we going? Toronto, Chicago. No, we're going Boston, Toronto, Chicago, Saturday morning on VATSIM. And I'm sure I'll get some other YouTube flights in later in the week. So again, thanks for being here. fly safe. Okay, so to shut this down, I go to controls and I hit